and welcome to in this webinar on eGranthalaye 4.0. In today's webinar, we are going to cover serial control systems of eGranthalaye 4.0. As you know that the serial control system is a bit lengthy module of any library software, and certainly it is a bit complicated also. The reason is that the serial subscription constitutes a number of steps required to complete. So just let us forget software and automation for 2 minutes. First of all, how we subscribe the journals manually in a library. The first step is to collect the data and information details of new journals which to be subscribed in a library. Then you will make a list of these journals or magazines, and you will submit it the list to the approval authority for getting the approval of subscription. Generally, subscription of the journals and magazines is done on annual basis, and payment is also made in advance in most of the cases, except few newspapers kind of serials. In that situation, after sending file to the approval authority, then approval authority will take the decision. They may approve the titles, they may reject the titles. So accordingly, the file will be back to the librarian, and accordingly, if the journals list, suppose you have sent 10 journals or 100 titles in a list, there may be possibility that many of them you got approved, but few of them may be rejected by the committee. So accordingly, you will prepare the order for approved items. Then you will place the order to the desired vendor or supplier of the journals. Then because subscription requires advance payment in most of the cases, then vendor will submit the bills to the library. Librarian will process the bill and will make the advance payment to the vendors. Meanwhile, you need to prepare index cards were already there in manual systems. No. Yes. Somebody want to say something?
Hello.
Yes, बोलिए. हेलो, कुछ कहना चाहते हैं आप? Okay. All participants are requested, please mute your mic. Whenever you want to speak, you can unmute your mic. So after making the payment to the vendors, then journals loose issues will start coming to the library, and accordingly the librarians will receive the loose issues and will display these loose issues in the library display racks. And later, after 1 year or 2 years, or after that, in the same year, you will get bound them, and you will make a bound volume of the journals in the library. So that is the manual system which was there in the older days in the library. But nowadays, whenever a software is in use in the library, in most of the software, you will find the serial control module is there. Same workflow is there in the software also. We need to complete many of the steps, and then we can receive the loose issues accordingly, and we can issue these loose issues to the members also. So let us start. We'll cover it, how EG4 is managing the serials control system. As usual, you need to log in your application, that is eGranthalaye 4.0, by giving your login credentials.
मोबाइल फोन यूज कर रहा है। हाँ तो ये चेक करा था अब इससे नहीं।
Participants are requested, please mute your mic. Disturbance is coming from many of the participants. So I have given credentials of myself and I have logged in successfully software. After login, we can see here we are having a separate module for serial control system in eGranthalaya 4.0. There may be possibility you may be having several hundreds of the magazines and journals wish to subscribe in a library, and you may wish to include all these journals in single list, that is approval request, or you want to make a separate approval list for Indian journals and separate approval list for foreign journals, like that. So whatever the system you wish to adopt, you can implement it here through this system. I will take example of two journals only. I will add two journals, two new journal titles, keeping in view the shortage of the time. And then I will process all these two titles from step 1 to up to sending the reminder. So let us start. First, we need to enter the journal details in add serial title form. This is the first step. In fact, certainly in case journals already entered, already registered in eGranthalaya, then there is no need to recreate the records of the same journal. I assume that there is no already such titles available in eGranthalaya 4.0. Otherwise, you can first search by many of the fields, and you can give the keywords accordingly, and you can press search button to find out whether a particular title already available, already entered by you or by some other libraries participating in the cluster of eGranthalaya. I wish to take fresh example basically. So let us start. Yes. Somebody is saying hello. कुछ कहना चाहते हैं? Okay. So let us start. I will create two records for two new journal titles. First field is ISSN number, and if ISSN number is there, then you need to enter the ISSN number, whatever printed on the journals. This is an optional field. If it is not there, then no, you keep this field blank. Then title of the journal. The title of the journal should be entered, whatever the printed on the journal issue. So once you start typing first letter of the journal title, the system will start matching. If it is already there, then you need to select it, and it means that it is already entered by somebody. If it is not matching, then you need to type the complete information. So I am having two journals with me. I am entering the details of these two journals one by one. International Journal of Medicine. For example, this is one title, then subtitle. If subtitle is there, then enter it, otherwise you can keep it blank. Okay, then editors, put the name of the editors whatever printed on the journal. If more than 2 editors, put semicolon and space. Okay. The next field, corporate author. If corporate author is there, you can enter the name of the corporate author as per cataloging standards, whatever cataloging code you are following in your library. The journal is honored by this hospital. Okay. The name of the publisher. Once you start typing the first letter of name of the publishers, then automatically system will start matching the name. If it is already there, select the same publisher. No need of retyping publisher name. This is publisher of this journal. Every field generally provide this facility where typing is given and matching is done by the system itself. You can put some remarks or note section. If journals is available online, then you can enter its URL address. Then main subject. If subject is not there, then you can add the subject by pressing this button. Click to add new subject. Then save the subject and exit that form. Once you will exit the form, then this subject, new subjects will become available in this drop down. Then you can put the keywords, whatever the related keywords you wish to put. Maximum keyword you will put, those will be very useful for searching the documents. So I am putting just my own way, otherwise keyword has to be put accordingly, and those keywords certainly should be, means contents on those keywords should be covered by that particular document. In case you are having cover photo of the magazine, that cover photo you should have in thumbnail size, should be stored in your PC. Then you can browse it. For example, I will browse some other book cover page, just in order to show you the example only. You need to have cover page of every documents. For that you can scan the document cover page and save it as PNG file or GIF file, image file. So this was the first part where you need to type bibliographic details of the journal. Then serial history part. So generally serial history sometimes may not be available on the journals. Basically, Always Directory of the periodicals is a standard tool in the world where history you can find of all the magazines and journals. Codon like ISSN number is there. Many times codon is also there. So generally codon is first letter of the every word of the title. Start volume. When this particular journal was started in the world, you may not be having details of history of the this serial, so you may keep all these fields blank. Just for the sake, for the purpose of just showing you as an example, I am giving this information. It was started during 2000 year, and starting frequency, if you know, then you can select the frequency. If magazines later, sometimes when you will close the subscription, then you can fill all these other fields given here. Then this particular field is required if you want to subscribe this magazine or journal. If you will select the no, then you will not be able to take it in approval or to place the order, basically. So subscribe yes. Then you can fill these information also. These fields are available. From which volume you are going to subscribe. These are not mandatory, basically. These are optional. I will start its subscription from 2019, so that later I will show you how you can renew the subscription during current year. Okay. So now after typing the data, you need to press save button. On saving, a record will be created of this journal. Once you save the journal, then its number is automatically written here. The reason is that still if you press the display record, then same record will be displayed again. In case you wish to modify the details, add, edit, delete some content, some information, some field, you can do it. And then after making changes, you can press update button to save the changes. So in case you are going to subscribe 100 new journals, you need to create 100 records, one for every journal title. Okay. So I have entered one particular title, journal title. Now I assume that one title already there. So I will not enter another record. I will take example of the journal already entered by some other libraries. Okay. So after entering bibliographic data of every journal, now you need to go to the step number 2 for managing the approval. Approval means nothing. You need to create a purchasing record for every journal title every year, whenever you are going to start new subscription or you are going to start renewal of the subscription. So whatever journals already added by any of the libraries participating in this cluster, you can search all those titles. At present, there is no title in this drop down. So whatever journals for which you want to create the purchasing record, you can search by any of these fields or simply press search button. Last newly added title will be available in this drop down. Okay, so I will select this title which I recently added in the previous step. Then I will add one approval number. Approval number is mandatory. You need to make some kind of system for providing or assigning the unique and distinct approval number. Like in our library, 316 is the journal's file number. Then year, then case number, for example, 54. So you can note down it so that whenever you wish to club 100 magazines in the same approval, then you need to give this same approval number in all the 100 records. Okay. So then subscription year, for which year you are subscribing this journal. So you need to type the subscription year in 4-digit, that is YYY format. How many copies you wish to subscribe of this magazine? 1 copy. Or you wish to subscribe, you are proposing to subscribe 2 copies, for example. Then currency of the means what is the cost of the journal, and the currency you need to select appropriate currency. Then cost, the Cost of the journal 5,000 rupees. This cost is subscription cost, basically means cost of 1 year subscription. Then you can enter the recommended by your member name or faculty name if it is there, and then recommended date, and you can put some remark if you wish to put the remarks. So only few information is required to be typed here. That is, mandatory fields are approval number, subscription year, copy, currency, and item cost. Then save it. So you have created purchasing record of this journal for 2019. Accordingly, I will take another journal for subscription during 2019. It is already subscribed for the year 2019. So I will take another magazine, Journal of Botany. If the magazine is already subscribed, that purchasing record will be displayed at the bottom. It is also subscribed already, Journal of Agriculture Development. It is also subscribed during 2019. Journal of Ancient History. This is already in the list of All India Reporter. Okay, we'll do one thing. Let me create one more new journal title. I'm adding one more journal title. Publisher. Place. Country. And suppose I am not having other information, I will keep blank everything and I will save it. Journal of Biologicals. Then I will go to the manage approval, press the search button, and this title will be available on the top because this is added in the last. So let me check approval number. The approval number was, I can take approval number from whatever already given. Same approval number I will assign so that these two journals can be clubbed together in the same approval list. Subscription year 2019, copy 1, and item cost 8,000. Okay, then save it. So basically I have added two new titles of the journals. Then I have created two purchasing records, one for each, and assigned same approval number. So I will take example of two magazines only, two journals only. Whatever records you are creating for particular journal, you can see at the bottom. Okay, after adding purchasing records of all the journals which you are going to take approval from authority, you need to go to the next step, that is generate approval. After creating the purchasing record, go to the second tab, generate approval, and select the approval number. This approval number which you have given in the last steps will automatically appearing in the select approval drop down. Once you select the same approval number, whatever number of records you have created, those will be displayed in the grid at the bottom. You can see here the status is requested so far. Now I will just select the committee to which this is library advisory committee, or whatever you need to have at least one committee in eGranthalaya. If you have not created any committee so far, then go to the master module and create the library committee here, manage library committee. Once you create the library committee, those library committee, there may be more than one library committees in an organization. So accordingly, those committee will be available in this drop down. Select the committee. There may be separate committee for books purchasing and separate another committee for journals approval. Once you select that committee, then press the process button. So these two records have been processed and their status changed accordingly, sent for approval. Here you can take the approval, journals approval in print. For that you need to select journals approval form. Like books approval form is available here, you need to create journals approval form. It is not, if it is not there, under letter template. Let us create one journals approval form for printing the approval and for sending it in the paper format. You need to create basically all kinds of form for every communication, every letter or notes you are going to generate from eGranthalaya. Put the form name so that you can identify it. Put the file number. Every library need to create its own form with its system. Subject, subscription of journals or serials or whatever that. Then top message. Dear sir or madam, whatever language you want to write, you can write as per your, because there may be variations in the from library to library, organization to organization. Please find the list of journals being sent for approval as detailed given. You can write in Hindi or some local language if you wish. Then bottom message, please approve these titles. Okay. Then signing authority, who will send this approval form? Generally librarian will send. You can put your name or your designation, and list will be interpolated automatically between top message and bottom message whenever you will generate the approval list. Save it. Now we have created one form for journal. You can see all the forms created by you. You can make any changes, any modification anytime. If you wish, you can change the language, whatever, and then update it anytime. After creation of the approval form for journals, will directly go to the serial and manage approval, which we had left there. At the second step, generate approval. So select the approval number, then select committee, already processed, you can process again. Till you go to the next step, you can process it many times, it does not make any change. Okay, then you can print the approval. For that you need to select that approval, general approval form, which we have recently added in master, and print this button. You can generate the approval form in PDF format or in doc format. Then take the print, duly sign it and send to the committee. This will be automatically that like your logo and your name and everything will come automatically. We have written basically just few words. You can write whatever the story you want to write, that is up to you. Take print and then send to the committee in the file. Then committee will take the decision, and then they may approve or they may reject the titles or all titles, and they will send the file back to you. Then accordingly you will go to the next step and you will update the records accordingly. Now in the third step, you need to select that particular approval number which you want to process. Once you select the approval number from drop down, you can see both the titles are visible here. If title is approved, then select the record from right side. If title is rejected, then do not select the record and then press update approval. Or there may be possibility committee said, okay, you may subscribe one copy only. You have proposed 2 copies, but committee said there is no adequate fund, so please subscribe single copy of both these journals. In that case, you change the copy approved and select the records and then press update approval button accordingly. I wish to show you one example how the system automatically reject the title. So I will deselect one of the title. I assume this title is not approved by the committee. Journal of Biologicals. Okay, then I will process. So there may be different combinations and there may be different scenarios, library to library. Accordingly, you need to take appropriate action on each and every form of e-Granthalaya. So press this update approval button. You can see here this title is rejected because I did not select it, and this journal title is approved. So there may be possibility you are putting 100 of the journal titles in single approval form and committee may approve all the titles. Committee may reject few of the titles or all the titles. So accordingly you need to update the records of approval number. So approval process now has been completed. Our journal, so one journal is only approved, that is International Journal of Medicine. Okay, now we'll go, because our approval process is complete. Now we will prepare for placing the orders. So we'll go to the next step, that is managing orders. Select the approval number. That approval number will automatically go to the next step. Basically, this serial module completely is as per workflow, whatever adopted in the library manually. So you need to complete each and every form, each and every step. You cannot skip any of the steps, otherwise then data will not go ahead to the next step. So please remember this. Now you need to press the order number or order to the, you need to add the order number. Here I wish to inform you, suppose you have taken approval of 100 journal titles. You wish to place the order of these 100 titles to two vendors, 50 titles to one vendor, another 50 titles to another vendor. So you can do. There may be possible, like if many copies, if multi copies is approved by the committee, like international journal, 3 copies approved, you cannot bifurcate based on the number of copies. You can bifurcate the order based on title only. So if 3 copies suppose approved for International Journal of Medicine, then you can place complete title with 3 copies order to that particular vendor. So here you have that facility. You can bifurcate the orders to many of the vendors. Here I am taking just one title is left which is approved. So I will place order to one vendor only. Before that I need to enter the order number. Order number should be unique and it should not be used already by the system. Otherwise system will give message this order number already used. So every time basically in our library we used to put a serial number 1 2 3 5 like that, serially order number in a particular year, and before that we generally using this kind of file number. So our order number, for example, is same. For the sake of simplicity I am taking same order number. You can put ORD here just to differentiate from approval number. So type the order number, then select that particular title or titles where you wish to add this order number. Suppose you have got approval of 100 titles, so select 50 titles where this order number will be added, and then change the order number, and rest of the titles you select again and then add the order number in those 50 titles. Here I am having only one example, this just single title we are having, so I will press add order in selected record. So this order number is added in this step. After adding the order number in every records for which you have got approval, go to the generate order. Here that order number will be available automatically. This is there. And then order date. If it is in some different date, you can select, otherwise today's date will be selected automatically. No need of giving current date. Then select the vendor, Asian Book Supplier. If vendor is not available in your list, then you need to add the vendor in the vendor master. Okay, after selecting the vendor, you just press the process button. So now order has been placed to this particular vendor, that is Asian Book Supplier, and order number is this, and title is this, subscription year is this, copy proposed, copy approved, and copies ordered, being ordered. So everything, all complete details of purchasing order you can see here. Now after placing the order, what will happen? Vendor will send you the bills in triplicate, and then you will make payment using budget modules. After making the payments, meanwhile, even after just placing the order, meanwhile you need to complete these two steps: manage subscription and manage scheduling. Okay, so now go, we'll take we can take the print copy of order here, and accordingly, as we have added general approval form, similarly in master module, we should add journal order form. Then you will select that form here, and then you can print the order in paper format and duly send it by the mail or by post as you wish. So whatever the language you want to write in the order form, dear sir, we are placing the order of the following journal titles, details given in the list. Please send us the bills in triplicate, etc., etc. Okay. So after placing the order, meanwhile, when they will send you the bill, meanwhile, you need to complete next step, which is manage subscription. So here you will press the search button. You need to search that particular title which you have recently taken approval. So this was Journal of Biological, I think. Yeah. And automatically its year of subscription will be available here. If you are subscribing a journal since last 10 years or 5 years or 20 years, you can view here all purchasing details on this form of each and every year. Okay. This is rejected one, basically. This is the journal basically. Here you can see the status. So it was International Journal of Medicine, which is approved and for which we have placed the order. So this is first time, this is new journal. We have taken approval for subscription during 2019. Then later I will renew this journal for 2020. You select the year and then put all these information appropriately to generate the schedule. Whatever data you will enter here, that should be neat and clean and correct. So for the sake of simplicity, I will take example. You wish to start its subscription from 1st January 2019, then up to 31st December 2019, and first issue date will appear on 1st January. For example, there may be basically this form is very complicated. The reason is that there may be various scenarios or so many variants of publications of a particular journal title. Some journals start from mid-year or mid-month date, and even in your subscription case, you may start from October last year to September next year or current year, like that. And even sometimes volume may be starting, fresh volume and issue number 1 may be starting in the previous year. And so that so accordingly, you need to give all these data appropriately. There may be possibility you wish to subscribe this journal for 5 years. So you can put here 2024. But in most of the cases in government, the subscription approval and payment is made on annual basis only. So I am taking just example of single year. Okay. Now select the frequency. There may be there are a lot of variations in the frequency. So accordingly, you need to select frequency. Then number of volume in 1 year. There may be many variations in the number of volumes published per year. Like New Scientist, publishing 4 volumes every year. In most of the cases, 1 volume is published every year. Number of issues every year, that is 4 because this is quarterly. Issues in 1 volume, 4 volumes. If you set here 2 volume per year, then you will type here 2 issues per volume. Okay, but for the sake of simplicity, we'll take example of basic example. Number of volume in 1 year, 1. Number of issues. In many of the cases, volume number may not be there. Like I think in Economic and Political Weekly, only issue number is there, or even in many of the magazines, India Today, like that, only date is there. So whatever information there which is mandatory, you just need to give that, otherwise you can leave it. Start volume. Start volume means your subscription start from which volume and from which issue. So accordingly you need to give information. Grace period means after how many days issue will reach to your library, so that system will not generate the reminder. In the older days, most of the magazines and journals from foreign country, they used to come through sea transport. But nowadays, most of the magazines and journals, they are coming by air. So you may leave it. Issues continuity. In many of the magazine, issue number is continue, but in many other journals, issue number is again then restart, like issue number 1 to 4, then again next year also 1 to 4, like that. Like New Scientist, Economic and Political Weekly, issue number is in continuation. So accordingly you need to select no or yes. Subscription number is generally assigned by the supplier. Location of where you will display the loose issue, that is almirah number or display number, like that. You want to put remark, then you need to put. Save it. In case this subscription, this journal was subscribed last year, then you could fetch all data from previous year. So this form is very important. Based on the data you are giving here, then you can complete the manage schedule form. You go to the manage schedule form and select the year of subscription. Then International Journal of Medicine, select your journal. Whatever journals are being subscribed in that particular year, they will appear here only. Those journals will displaying in the drop down. So these information you have given in the previous step. Based on that, you need to generate the schedule. For generating the schedule, you need to press generate schedule button. So because journal was just quarterly and we had given the information, you can see here volume number 23, issue number 1, issue date, due date, subscription year, copy order and status, like that. Still here there may be various variations in the publication history of journals. Like there may be possibility that once supply of the issue is started, so volume 23 and issue number 2 may be in 2 parts. So accordingly you can split the part. Like for example, you select this particular issue numbers 2. So this is for example past part number first, and issue date is same. Okay, update it. Then add another part number 2 of the same volume, same issue, part number 2, and 15 April 2019. Due date, whatever there, you can give some gap or you can give same. Status and for not received, new one, add. So you can interpolate additional issues accordingly, or there may be possibility two issues are merged together. So in that situation, I will delete this. I will show various combinations, various variations. Generally, you will find in the journal publications. I will delete this newly added. Okay. And suppose two issues are merged together. So I will delete it also from here. And I will make modification. This is issue number 2 and 3 are merged. So issue number 2 and 3 merged. So whatever the variation is there in the publication, publishing of the loose issues of journal, accordingly you can manage all kinds of situation here in eGranthalaaya. Okay, even sometimes journals may be published means without any pattern, irregular publications, what we call it. In that situation, do not generate the schedule, then manually add each and every issue whenever it is coming here. So scheduling is done on this form, basically, of every journal. Then on the next step, you will start receiving the loose issues of journals coming in your library. For example, now issue number has come. So how you will receive the journal? You just select that particular issue which has come to your library. Then here itself, you can make many of the modifications basically. So otherwise, you just press the receive button. So once you receive any loose issues, an item ID is generated, that is 402. You should write it on that particular loose issue. This is the basically accession number of loose issue. Using this number, you can make circulation of this particular issue in circulation module. Or even you can generate barcode of this number and you can paste on every loose issue for issue return. Okay. Now you can see here, copy ordered 1, received yes. Copy received 1, receiving date today date. For example, this, instead of 1 copy, 1 extra copy or 2 extra copy sent by the vendor. Then accordingly type the copy number of copies and press receive button. Because you are receiving 3 issues, that's why 3 distinct item number are generated. You need to write each item on every issue. That will be regarded its accession number till it is not bound, and you can issue these items in this way. So this is one variation. Another variation is that suppose you have received 3 copies by mistake. These were not 3, basically these were 2 copies. So what you will do, you just -1 receive. Now -1 copy is deleted, so only 2 copy received. Then in this way you will receive all complete whatever the loose issue, whenever they will appear, they will come, they will reach to the library accordingly, and then you can send the reminder also. There are 3 parameters for sending the reminder. Either you can select any of these parameters, or if you press, all missing loose issues list will be generated. And then you can select. You need to have a particular general reminder form also you need to create accordingly in the master data module under letter template. So here you create a particular reminder form, whatever language you want to write, and then go to the generate reminder and then press search button and select that particular letter to generate the reminder in print reminder. So I have taken all the load issues which are due. There may be many vendors, there may be this is across the year also. So reminder will be generated according to the vendor wise. So this is first vendor and the title. So these issues are, if you are subscribing more than one magazines or journal from a particular vendor, those all magazines missing issues will be clubbed together in the reminder. So you can generate all reminders of the total so far in your library since last many years. If you want to generate for a particular year, select year, or even you can generate reminder for particular journal if it is there, or you can generate a reminder for a particular specific year and specific vendor accordingly. So there are lot of combinations, and here you can see the details of this journal if you want to see. So the details is shown here. So this form is used for sending the reminder. Even you can send the reminder by pressing this button in the email. Okay, if I press, I will not select any of the parameters. I wish to send reminder for all the issues so far pending in the library. So if I press this send reminder button by mail, then automatically all reminders will go in the mails of each and every supplier. Now I will show you how these journals will be renewed next year. So I will go directly to the manage approval. I want to renew this subscription during 2020. So no need of going to the add serial title. It is already there. I will go to the manage subscription. I will search it from here. Either I can search from any of these fields. Okay. So if you know the record number, you can select it. This is not that record number basically. This was rejected. So it is 1120. You can search by keywords also, by title also. Okay. So you can see here we have subscribed it last year, for example 2019. We wish to take approval this year also. So same way, NIC approval number you need to type, and same rule, you can club many of the titles into same approval number. So accordingly you need to type distinct approval number 2020 basically, or 2021. Generally subscription renewal started from October. The process is started in many of the libraries, and for example 55. Okay, then subscription year, you cannot take approval, you cannot create the record here for 2019 again. Let us see what happens. I have given again the same year for which it already approved. So when I will save it, what system is saying? Acquisition record for this subscription year already exists. So we cannot make any mistake. We cannot take approval again for the same year. So we need to type here. We are going to take approval during 2020. Save it. Then accordingly, you go to the next step. Approval number, take committee, select the committee, process. Okay. Then generate the approval by selecting the approval form. Then send it after duly signed, send to the committee. Committee will send it back to you. Then accordingly approve it or reject it. This is the approval number. Suppose this is approved, then select it if it is approved. Update approval. Then go to the manage order. This approval number automatically will become available here. Enter the order number. You can have different system for order number. It may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. No need of using this kind of system which we have adopted in our NIC library. You can give one order number 1, order number 2 like that in serial. So select and then add order. After adding order, go generate the order. This order number will become available here. Okay, select the vendor, Central News Agency for example. Process it. Now order has been placed. You can see here the status is ordered. You can select the order form. If it is not there, add in the master and then print the order and send to the vendor. Meanwhile, then you need to manage the subscription. Select it again. Okay, select. Then you can see here. First, we have completed 2019. Now we are going to subscribe it for 2020. Status should be ordered only. Then you can put the information. If status is not ordered, you cannot put the information. So here one thing we have given, one button, get data from previous year. So press this button. If the journal was subscribed during previous year, automatically it will fetch the subscription data from last year and will update it. So last year, like if you remember, we had given 1st January 2019 like that. It has changed this year and it has increased volume also. If you had given 2 volume per year, then it should have done 25th, 26th accordingly. So everything will be automatically set by the system. Then save. Then go to the schedule button. Now you select for 2020. You will find this journal here. Whatever journal being subscribed during 2020, you will get only here. Generate the schedule. Then accordingly, schedule has been generated here for 2020. You can make changes still by editing if required, or even you can delete all news issues generated here. You go to the next, previous stage and you select again the journal, and if you want to make changes in this data, whatever typed here, you can make modification, then update accordingly. For example, let us, it was quarterly, now it has become monthly. Okay, so one number of volume, for example, 2 volume per year. So number of issues 12 because it is monthly now. So how many issues in one volume? 6 volume because 6 issues because 2 volumes will be published. Volume number and issue number will be same like that. Update. Now go to the manage schedule. Select the year. Select the journal. Press schedule button. Now you can see 12 issues are generated. In case you wish to make any change, you can do, or directly go to the log issue to receive the log issues of this journal. So select this particular issue, receive it, and here you can see you can get list of all received journals or all issues like that. So many kinds of reports are there. You can view, you can generate whenever you need. Okay. And in the last, bound volumes. The bound volume is also not a big issue. After binding of the log issues, you can select the journal. Then you can fill all information. You need to put P or J. Then certainly when bound volumes are there, you need to register them in accession register. Generally libraries used to have separate bound register for the bound volume, accession date, whatever that, volume number, for example 23, issue number 124, and it was of 2019 set. If volume title, some title is there, put if separate editors. If it is, these are classified, you can put the class number, book number. Pagination sometimes may be in continuation, sometimes may not be, so accordingly you can put other information, January to December, or if it is in two set, then you can put January to December, June and July to December, like that. In which section you want to put bound volume section or like that. Missing issues, if any of the issue number 3 is missing, for example, location of bound volume, rack number or whatever, and a remark you can put. So in this way you need to enter details of bound volume. Then these bound volumes will be circulated, will be issued and returned in the circulation module as you are doing for books. So I have covered complete serial module, and this is already 1 hour. So first part of the session is over. Now we are having 10 minutes to discuss the issue or to ask the question. Generally during last webinars we are facing issues